actually have pod notes.
I think it'll be easier for us to take actual like notes and stuff since we're not having to just like focus on telling the whole story.
That's true. Honestly, this one would be really hard to tell the whole story on. Especially
It would.
when I opened that first page, I was not prepared.
I was like, "Oh, there's sex criminals," and you're like, "I haven't." I was like, "Period." I read the 3 pages and I was like, "Oh my God, I don't know how we're going to talk about this on the pod."
Yeah, no, you're not joking. Because I saw the first 2 pages and I was like, what the fuck? Literally?
Literally. It's also like, what language would we have used in doing a full recap? Like it would have been like romance novels. And then he used his sword in her sheath. I was like, I don't even know what to do. I
Uh,
don't even know
I'm
what to
I'm
do.
trying to think of some of the fanfics I used to read with like the innuendos they would make with like like you just said the sword and the sheath, and I was just like I can't think of any.
His root, his shaft. His
That's it,
my
the
least
shaft.
favorite is his length. And then I saw his length. What do you mean? Stop. Don't talk about that.
Welcome back to the Caffeinated Comics Club. We have a new layout today. It looks awesome. Super stoked about it. And we're here to review or talk about Big Sex Criminals. No, what is it called? Big Hard Sex. No, it's just called Sex Criminals.
Big sex criminals. Hey, and they are big sex criminals,
Well,
if we're being so honest.
so mine says Hard Sex Criminals. So that's why I
Oh.
kept saying that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got a hardcover. I read it
Yeah.
on Kindle.
I bought this years ago. Actually, speaking of that, hang on, y'all. I shared this with Garrett, and I thought it was hilarious, and he thought it was funny. So I have to share it with you guys. So, like the front of it has a dog, and it says, "When is there a good time to put your dog down? Down, boy," meaning your penis. And then Doctor. Oh, can we say that? I don't even know.
We can say, hold on. Let's look at each other. Let's look at each other. We can say penis as much as we want. This is our podcast. Penis, 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 penis.
And then like on the back, it just has like just like funny sex things, and then this like photo of Matt and Chip is hilarious to me. Oh,
So, in your
yeah.
book, does it show you how they made that photo?
I don't. No. Does it tell you
At
in?
the end of the trade, it shows that like it's 2 pictures that they edited together when they were writing. I don't know if it was during COVID, but like they had to take photos in their house and then edit it into that, and
Oh
it blows my mind because it looks like they are actually together. I love them.
no.
I love them so much.
Oh,
I already loved them,
there's
but
sex
after
tips
this,
in the
no.
back. I'm gonna read you one.
Hey, okay, go for it.
A fun, sexy tattoo for guys would be to make it look like your penis is a strap on. I don't know.
Just a leather strap tattoo.
Ha-
Hey,
have sex while standing up for the rights of gays and lesbians to marry their partners.
you heard it here second, you guys. Oh, our 12 listeners right now are like, what the fuck is happening?
Also, these covers are crazy wild.
I agree. I agree 100%. So
Oh,
yeah, you guys, we read Sex Criminals by Chip Zdarsky and Matt Fraction this week instead of 20th Century Men by Dennis Camp. And I'm going to take the full blame for that because I read one issue of it and I said, I can't do this. I can't do this week. Whenever we were like, yes, let's read this book about war. First of all, why would we do that right now in this day and time? And second of all, it was like the densest, most confusing first issue I've ever read. And I felt really dumb. And I said, there's no way I'm going to be able to feasibly do this on the pod because, like, at the end of the day, I'm just like really pretty. And I wasn't going to try. So we switched to Sex Criminals, which is really light and very, very frothy.
you did not have to use your brain for this one. Let me tell you.
No, I did not. Also, speaking of not using our brains, this is a new era on the podcast where we're switching things up a significant bit. First off, I do want to acknowledge Marsh has already said this, but we have this new incredible video setup. Marsh had this idea to do this and did it all like within the span of like 4 hours, and it looks so freaking good. And I also want to take this moment just to say like how much I appreciate you. Like you work so hard in your everyday life and like as a mom and a wife and like with your own content and on this pod. And I'm just incredibly grateful for you. And yeah, I'm so stoked looking at this. It looks so good. And I'm very excited to continue on this journey in this new way.
Awesome. No, thank you. I don't take compliments well, so I don't know what to do with my hands.
Just what is it? What do they do in Greece?
Yes.
Hand job?
Yes.
Just do a hand job.
Yes.
Anytime
yes.
you're uncomfortable, hand
I'm
job.
gonna do the Macarena too.
Speaking of the new era, though, we will no longer be doing incredibly detailed 2 hour long recaps of books. We're going to change it up a good bit. You'll see how it goes today. So if that's why you're with us, stick around because we're going to talk about a lot of other things. We have a lot to talk about today. And I hope you enjoy it as we work out the kinks of this new way of recording and doing the recaps and just hanging out with you guys. We want this to be a lot more conversational than it has been. We've had a lot of fun so far, but girl, I'm a singer and I gotta rest my voice a little bit. I'll be talking for 2 full hours at a time
Gare
about
says he wants
the
me to talk more.
wildest stuff. I do want you to talk more because I love like when we reach a flow state together, which is the reason why we started the podcast in the first place.
That's true.
And last week we hit a flow state that we hadn't hit in a while because I just have been going stupidly detailed the last few books. So yeah, I was like, hey, what if we change things up? And Marsh was like, I'll do you one better. And what if we changed everything up? And yeah, it's come out for the best. Our socials, you could see our socials, but for those of you who are listening and you don't want to watch video, I am Uncanny Gare on TikTok and Instagram.
And I'm Marsh Likes Comics on TikTok and Instagram, but I don't post on Instagram, so follow me on TikTok.
I'm very bad at posting on Instagram, but I still do. I post a lot of stories, especially when I'm in my feelings. I've been posting song lyrics lately because I am a millennial. So,
or sometimes I'll post on Instagram and thinking I'm posting on my personal account and post pictures of my child on my comic book account, and then Gare will be like, "Hey, you did a read reveal," and I'm like, "No, delete."
Yeah, I've absolutely hit her with the "Hey girly" about that. Reed is adorable, though. For those of you who were not lucky enough to see the post before it disappeared, just know that her child is actually so cute.
He's actually a cute baby, and I'm not biased.
He is a cute baby, and I am the first person to say that a lot of babies are not cute. And if you're listening, you know. Look back at pictures of your child. Tell me, were they always cute? When I was born, I was blue. I'll say it. I'll say it on this podcast.
I mean, every baby is blue when they're born, but
I mean, no, like actually blue though. My umbilical cord was wrapped around my neck when I came out.
That's okay. I was stepping on my cord, like trying to kill myself, so it's fair.
So that's very millennial of you too.
So hey.
What are you sipping on today? We haven't talked about our drinks yet.
Today I have a Pepsi Cherry Zero, which I think is the last Coke in the house. So it's very sad.
That's high in value right now at your place.
It
I'm drinking water.
You're always drinking water.
I am always drinking water. I drink 5 Stanleys a day, but I'm on my 6th one, if you can believe it. I've become a crazy person. I did have a Diet Coke earlier though, and it did taste like heaven from above, falling into my mouth. So crisp, so spicy. I love a Diet Coke so much. I will tell you though, I intensely miss Red Bulls in a way that I did not expect to. Like I went to pick up my Diet Coke and I saw a Red Bull and I was like, what if I just... And then I walked away because I knew that it would be a really horrible day if I had done it.
Sometimes they're not bad.
They're not bad, but this medicine that I'm on, they are hard to digest. They're harder to digest than other things. And PlayStation sock.
Sorry, I had to show you my new socks. Didn't mean to interrupt your flow state.
Cute.
I was just
very cute.
I was taking my socks off, and I was like, oh. Anyway, sorry.
No, you did not interrupt my flow state. I think that all I was saying was it's hard to digest, and it would make my tummy hurt a lot. So
that's fair.
I am hoping at some point someone orders a Red Bull, vodka Red Bull or something at a bar, and I can have a tiny sip of it, and then I can be okay with that.
You know what, Gare?
We'll see.
If we ever, somehow make it happen, and we actually are in the same place at the same time, I will get a vodka Red Bull and let you have a sip of it.
Thank you so much. We will. It's happening this year. We're not leaving 2026 without meeting in person.
Okay.
What is next on the list? Oh, what are you pulling this week?
Yes. What am I pulling this week? The week of May 20th, I am pulling Absolute Green Arrow #1. End of Life #4. Fantastic Four #11, which is one of Marvel's best books right now. I say I'm not biased. Nightwing #138. Odin #1 by James Tynion. Racer X #7. Rogue #5, which is the end of this little mini series. It's fine. And Sirens Love Hurts #4, which is also fine. It's just fun. I love the way they're writing like the Selena Bruce romance. I'm here for it just because I love them. So great. And the art on there
I
is
really
awesome.
need to. Oh yeah, Babstar art. Babstar art
Mhm.
is so good. I need to read that book.
Yeah,
I have not.
I
I haven't picked it up. I'm gonna trade
somebody.
weight on it. The way I peer pressured Marcia reading this book, I was like, we should read this together. I didn't get it.
It's
I
fine.
did not get it.
It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. One day I will peer pressure you into getting the book, and I'll be like, "Gare, I didn't buy it. I didn't get it, and I hope that you love it."
I'll be gagged. I'll be so gagged because I'm gonna forget about this in approximately 25 seconds. My pulls for the week. Wait, were you done with your
That's it.
pulls?
Yeah, I only have 8 pulls this
Okay.
week.
My pull is Absolute Green Arrow #1. I am not getting New Titans. I'm gonna trade weight on it. I am not enjoying it. And I'm just like, if it's gonna be better, that's fine, but I will wait until I can just get a cute little book to put with my Omni.
I will say on New Titans, it's better than the other Titans book that came out before the DCKO event because that was
Ugh.
rough.
Yeah, the way it ended was terrible. Batwoman #3. I am enjoying that still. I wanted to pick up a little bit. Marvel, Fantastic Four #11, Rogue #5. I'm glad it's over. It's fine. X-Men United #3, really, really, really enjoying it. Although Steve Rogers is there, and I don't fucking understand why, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm like, okay. I'm not a fan of
I
Steve
have
Rogers. I
something. Oh,
support all of y'all.
I'm going to interrupt you for a second. I read somewhere today Steve is dying or something. Have you
Oh
seen
yeah,
this?
well, yeah. I saw it today. Marvel posted it today. They posted spoilers from Captain America #11.
Well,
And honestly, I kind of want you to go look at the post on Instagram right now because I would love to see your reaction on the pod.
so
Or you could look at the last page of the book.
I
It's
guess
the
I
last
could.
page of the book.
I mean, I'm like 4 issues behind anyway, so
I just think that you're going to be excited.
I'm excited. Be excited? Hold on. Okay. Shit. He got
Period.
his ass kicked. Holy. Look at this. That's crazy. Is that what you
Mhm.
wanted me to see? 'Cause that's crazy. Okay.
No, that's not it. That's not it. Do you see him? So it looks like you're going to be reading Armageddon Marsh.
Fucking shit. So stupid. I hate it here. That's a really cool page, though. That's a fucking
I know.
page.
And he looks so good. Doctor Doom, by the way, is on a throne and he says, "Welcome to hell" to Steve. Now that he's dead.
He's dead.
And
What do you
it's
mean?
the lead in. It's the lead in to Armageddon, the new event that's coming out that we have
Oh, is
vehemently
it?
said that we were
Is
not going
it?
to read.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
not gonna read it. I guess I'll be reading it.
I'll be reading it digitally.
They have to get me. Listen,
They do.
They're
I knew
gonna
you were going to be mad.
fine. Don't worry, I'll read Armageddon and I'll read DNX and whatever other bullshit you want to throw at me, Marvel, because you're gonna put my stupid characters in them because you're stupid. I hate you,
Yeah.
but not
Yeah,
really.
I'm over it. I'm so over it. I'm also getting Sorcerer Supreme #6. Again, I have not read any of these. I've been getting them for the Russell Dodderman covers, but I'm excited to read them because I think this is the end of the first arc, so I can read it like a trade. And also Wiccan's on the cover this week, so very stoked about it.
Is Sorcerer Supreme an ongoing or is it a mini? I don't know. I'm just asking.
I think it's an ongoing.
Oh, okay.
But it's the same. It's
I
just
don't
the
ever
newest
know.
rebrand of Scarlet
So
Witch. They keep rebooting her with the same writer and team like every 10 issues, which is really annoying. But yeah, that'll probably go to 10 and then go back to Scarlet Witch is what I'm feeling is probably going to happen. Inglorious X-Force #5, deathly love it. I love it so much. It's so good.
that's
Moonstar
by
#3, also really good.
is that by Tony Fleeks? No. Who's writing the Inglorious?
Tim Seeley.
Tim Seeley.
Yeah.
All right. Is a T name. I was close.
Yes, you were. Then Oda #1. If it's at my shop, Oda #1. I've got to go in and like update my pull list because I want to start getting Odin. I've got to do it this week. I said I was going to do it last week and I didn't, and I got to do it this week. I got to add some indies.
When are you going?
And that's it for me.
When are you going to your shop?
Probably on Thursday. I
Okay.
think I'm going to go Thursday. I'm not going to do Wednesday this week.
I'm gonna bully him, y'all, and remind him that he needs to go and update his list on Thursday. You heard it here.
Yeah, there are things I got to take off. I got to take off too because then I keep saying I'm taking this off, and then the book comes, and I'm like, well, they ordered this for me.
Speaking of indies, Rick Remender has a new indie coming out. You're a Remender fan, right? Did I make that up in my head? Probably.
No,
It's called Hammer Fist.
what is it about?
This is all I have.
Okay, It looks spooky.
Let me actually. I looked it up on Comic Geeks.
No, I like Remender. I've read the first 2 issues of Escape, really liked them, but I decided I would trade weight. And I have read a couple of issues of Uncanny X-Force when he did it, but they were like out of order. So
Gotcha.
I'm very excited to go back and read that.
So Hammer Fist is. This is from Comic Geeks. Reservoir Dogs collides with Evil Dead in a filthy crime story that mutates into a savage splatter horror nightmare from New York Times bestselling author Rick Remender and acclaimed artist Steve Epting about an unredeemable killer forced to do the one thing he's avoided his entire life, stand for something other than himself. Meet Mike Deaton, a dirtbag hitman junkie and absentee father who's spent his life chasing the easy fix, drugs, cheap sex, and murder for money, while failing the one person who still believes he can be better, his daughter. Now, on the eve of black noon and ancient darkness that erases the light in all things, Mike has to drag himself out of the gutter, awaken a supernatural weapon powered only by love, and fight his way through the living embodiment of evil to save her.
That sounds really freaking good. Evil Dead, come on now. It's about to be an Evil Dead
Reservoir,
summer. Yeah. That sounds really, really good. Are you a fan of Evil Dead? Have you watched those films?
Like the original Evil Deads with like Bruce Campbell, or like the new ones?
In any of them, the OG Sam Raimi trilogy or the new ones?
So I haven't seen. My dad really loved the Evil Dead with the Bruce Campbell movies. I've never seen them. I did go see the most recent one that came out a couple years ago with my sister, and I spent the whole time freaked the fuck out. Oh, yeah.
I watched most of the movie through my fingers.
It was a lot of what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck.
Yeah. There's a new one coming out this summer made by the same team, and apparently it is like crazier. So I'm very excited about that. Very excited. We're getting good horror this year. Have you heard about that film Obsession that just came out? That's like got a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes?
No, I have not.
I don't want to spoil anything about it for you because I did read a Wikipedia summary of it because someone was like, you don't need to watch this, it might trigger you. I'm gonna go watch it. But it's insane. It is insane.
You'll have to let me know.
98.
You'll have to let me know when you go see it, because
I will.
It's hard for me to go to the movies. We have to go when Reed goes to bed. So we go at like 7 o'clock at night every time.
That's really late for our age.
It really is, because like the movies go into like 9 or 10, and like you get home like 10:30, 11. Like sometimes like we would go at like sometimes there aren't any times, so you have to go at 10. So you're not getting home to like midnight, and I'm like, I'm too old for this.
Not these days. Could not do that. I love a Saturday or Sunday matinee. I love a 2 p.m. movie.
I miss matinees, dude. Cheap tickets.
Hey.
Nobody was there because it was a matinee. I'm not gonna be my parents. My dad used to take me to like go see like Batman. I saw Batman Forever or something at like 3 years old, and The Mummy and U571. What else did I see?
The first film I ever saw in theaters was Scream.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We would go to the drive-in a lot and do double features. That's how I watched a lot of adult movies. My parents were just like, know that this is not real. None of this is real. And so it still felt very real at that age of 5. I remember it vividly. It's my favorite horror movie of all time. And it is what it is. I turned out okay.
We should do, you know what we should do? We should do like, if I can figure out how to make it work and you can hear the sound, we should do like a Scream, like recording, just like episode of us just like reacting to it with Michelle, and like just like doing like our own commentary. I think that would be so much fun.
That would be so much fun, actually,
because it's also our favorite horror movie too. Michelle's and mine. So
yeah, so we absolutely have to do it. What's your favorite of the sequels?
I really like 3, but nobody else does. So okay, I like 3. I like 3 and 4, and then the rest of them are fine.
So you haven't seen the newest one yet, right? 7?
I have not seen 7 yet.
Okay, it is now the worst Scream movie. Before, Scream 3 was the worst Scream movie to me, but in the last 2 years, I rewatch all of them every Halloween. In the last couple of years, I have grown to really appreciate Scream 3, mostly because of Parker Posey's crazy ass in that movie as Jennifer. I love her so much, and I was like, you know what? This movie actually is not as bad as everyone thought it was. It's so fucking funny, and they're supposed to be funny. What sold that movie for me, why I like it so much, is A, because I'm just fucking weird, but B, I'm still weird.
is because when I was in high school, I got really into the Scream movies, and like I just really liked the scene between Roman and Sydney at the very, very end, where like they were just like yell arguing back and forth. So like then I like
Yeah.
made it my mission to like know all the words to that. So now I know all the words. See, like a crazy
That's so
person.
funny. No, I think that's a universal experience. I feel like a lot of movie fans know specific scenes, like full
So
scenes. I can do the whole movie of The Little Mermaid.
I can do Lion King, so it's fair.
Look at us. Look at us. But oh yeah, no, we need to discuss that off pod and figure out how to do that because that would be really, really fun. That
I
would
think
be
that would
really,
be
really
yeah.
fun. So we've talked about all the things, all the changes. We usually like throw in a little bit of comic news here and there if there's something that we just want to talk about. We're gonna start doing that every week. We're gonna pick a few different things that have come out in the week and discuss them together. So the first thing that we're going to talk about, Absolute Green Arrow, is coming out tomorrow, and it is already sold out, and it's already gone for a second printing. Do we think that it's actually going to be good, or is this a case of everybody buying it because they know that it's going to be high in value one day, potentially like Absolute Batman?
I think it has the ability to be good, right? Because it is an absolute title, and most of them have been really, really good. I haven't vibed so much with the Flash and Green Lantern, but I know a lot of people that have. So I could see it being good. I think it being a limited run might also help it. I don't know. I think they just sold so much that everyone had FOMO and wants to have it in case it does turn into an absolute Batman #1. I don't think it will, right? Because that's insane.
I'm going to say I did not know that it was going to be a mini. I thought it was a full. So that's you're right. It's probably will be pretty successful because if there's only going to be 5 issues,
I think
then
it's
yeah, there.
I think it's six. I think it's six, and
Okay.
so is Catwoman.
Yeah, I'm very excited about Catwoman. Very excited about that. I'm excited about Green Arrow too because isn't it like led by Dinah? Like, isn't she the detective trying to figure out the whole Oliver of it all?
So I actually don't know what the premise of it is because after Absolute Evil, I was really pissed. And I didn't care about Absolute Green Arrow because if you've read Absolute Evil, you know that they kill Oliver Queen in it. So obviously Oliver Queen is not Absolute Green Arrow. So then who is Absolute Green Arrow? Is it Connor? I don't know. Is it Dinah? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it actually.
Isn't it Undead Oliver Queen? Is or someone pretending to be Undead Oliver
That
Queen?
was actually, hold on, let me see. I think that was something someone said, but I don't know if
Oh,
it's actually truth or not. It's very possible that it is. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know as much about it as I feel like I should. Although I'm looking at these pages that I just found, and this looks fucking awesome.
that's exciting then.
The art looks dope, and one of these Dyna covers is really awesome. But I think it's like a store exclusive. I think. I really wish I
That
could
shit
share
gets
it.
on my nerves
I
so
really wish
bad. Flip to it. If I disappear, then I disappear. It's okay.
Okay.
We're still working out all of the technical aspects, you guys. It's totally fine.
I
Oh, that
think
is
this one's cool,
beautiful.
and then I really like this one. I like both of
Yeah,
those, but I think they're both store exclusives. But I'm not sure. So yeah,
I'm dead.
you're
Somebody,
still gone. Go. Now you're back.
somebody made a post on Instagram today, and it was like if X-Men were done in the Absolute Universe, and all 5 characters that were on the page were bald, and the caption was, "The Absolute Universe loves to just completely just make someone as edgy as they possibly can." And so seeing Dinah with that haircut,
Hmm.
I was like, okay, this is Absolute. She looks really good though.
She does. She looks great. But yeah, a serial killer is slaughtering corrupt billionaires. The only clue to their identity is the mysterious green arrow sticking out of its victims' corpses. It sounds like they're trying to like arrow absolute green arrow,
Yeah, that's what I thought too when I
which
when
makes
I
me
heard the
feel.
synopsis the first time. Yeah.
But I do love Raphael Albuquerque's art, so I'm excited for that. He did American Vampire, which you didn't vibe with.
To be fair, I only read 5 issues and was like, this is not for me.
It's
And
fair.
you said it got a lot better, right?
It does, but I thought you said also that it was also like you read like some of the letters that Stephen King wrote, and you're like, yeah, no,
But yeah, he pisses me off in a crazy way.
yeah.
This insane kind of way. I've been a lifelong fan, and he gets on my nerves so fucking bad.
He isn't like he does like some small stories in the book for like a little while, but then he disappears, and like then it's just like strictly Scott Snyder and Raphael Albuquerque. So
Okay. Then I'll probably give that another shot. Then I might do that around Halloween. Do
It's
like
one
a
of my
big read through.
It's one of my favorite Scott Snyder stories that nobody talks about. Everyone talks about Batman, and I'm like,
Yeah.
there is this greatness right here. Read it, please.
How many issues is it? Do you know off the top of your head?
It's like 50.
It's not terrible.
It has 2 omnis, so I think it's about 50. 34.
Oh, that's even better. That is less than Extreme X-Men that we did not read.
But I think it has like spin-offs, which is what makes it a little bit more than that. But yes. So like the
That
act.
makes sense.
So yeah, because there's American Vampire 1976 too, which is what else? That's the omnibus.
Another bit of news is that the Eisner Award nominations have come out. The Eisner Awards are kind of like the Oscars of the comic world, and a lot of really good books got nominated. Denise Camp led the pack with 5 nominations, followed by James Tynion the fourth with 4, and then Junie Ba, Javier Rodriguez, Jesse Lonergan, Linnea Sterte, Kelly Thompson, and Eric Zawadsky were the like shared for top 3. And then DC Comics had 16 nominations, led by Absolute Martian Manhunter with 6, followed by Absolute Batman with 5. Image Comics had 12 nominations, including 5 for Camp for Assorted Crisis Events, and then Tynion for Department of Truth. Dark Horse had 4, and Marvel had 3 nominations this year.
What did Marvel get nominated for?
I'm gonna scroll through right quick and just like hit like the biggest ones. So the nominees for Best Continuing Series are Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Department of Truth, FML, The Power Fantasy, and Storm. So that's 1 for Marvel, Storm. Best Limited Series, Absolute Martian Manhunter, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees Rite of Spring, Bronze Faces, Crownsville, Everything Dead and Dying, which is my personal fave. And Out of Alcatraz. Then Best New Series, Assorted Crisis Events, Bat Fraction, Black Cat, which gags me that Black Cat is nominated. I'm going to say that as someone who has been reading Black Cat, I'm gagged. It's funny. It is a breath of fresh air, but is it worth being in the top 5? I don't know. Exquisite Corpses, Ghost Pepper, and Temporal by Stephanie Williams and Asia Fulmore.
I'm going to call this one right now. It's going to either be Assorted or Exquisite.
Yeah, absolutely. It's probably going to be Assorted.
Probably, you think? I was going to say it's probably going to be Exquisite, especially after the last few issues that have come out. But Assorted's
True.
But Assorted's been more consistent than Exquisite, so maybe not.
Well, I was just going to say, but like when it comes to hype, I feel like if they awarded based off hype, I would say probably Exquisite. But I think that like what I've seen, I'm not reading Assorted, but in the reviews I've seen, no one ever complains about it like lulling or being slow. And like I feel like most people have experienced that with Exquisite.
That's fair. Well, it's also different, right? So like Exquisite's like an overarching story, whereas Assorted is just like an anthology series.
Yeah. And those are the big ones. Very excited for Kelly Thompson and Snyder. Excited for Denise Camp. Excited for everybody, honestly. It's a pretty stacked list. I wonder if that's something that I wonder if that's live streamed anywhere, because I would love to see them like accept awards if it's an event they go to.
Yeah, it's so it'll be announced on July 24th, 2026, at Comic-Con International.
That's really cool. So that probably will be streamed on YouTube then, is what I'm betting.
I don't have any idea.
Some of those panels get streamed, don't they, on YouTube?
Yes, they do.
I feel like I've watched.
Some of the Mad Caves got nominated too. Some stuff by Mad Cave.
Oh, I don't even think I saw that on there.
Dick Tracy and Temporal.
Oh yeah, Temporal's one of the ones for Best New Series.
Stephanie Williams. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, on the big list that I was reading, like of the publishers, Mad Cave's not even mentioned. I wonder if Ignition got nominated for anything. Everybody talking about Ignition lately. Is that a thing? Are people actually reading Ignition, or is it like an influencer thing? I never know what's real and what's not on TikTok, you guys.
I mean,
I fear I fall for things so quickly, so easily.
I did just get a book from Ignition. I haven't read it yet. It's in my stack. It's gone forever. I don't know where it is.
It's gone forever.
It's over there somewhere. Books that looked interesting. I typically give them like a issue 1, but sometimes it feels kind of like 20th Century Men. Like it just feels like so like deep. And I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm like, sometimes y'all, I don't want to read. I just want to read to not think. I don't want to
Yeah.
have to think about what I just read. I don't want this to be English class.
Yeah, I have to be in a very specific mood for something like that. And like
Mhm.
right now, I'm in such like a happy, lovely place that I don't want it to be super, super duper deep.
Do we think
Because the
that?
world is spooky and scary
Do we
already.
think that this will be deep, or do we think it'll be fine?
I think it should be fine. I trust him. He has not let me down yet. Mark it right now. I'm saying it right now. He has not let me down yet. If he lets me down when we get to that book, then sorry everyone, and
The
including
only
myself.
time he's let me down is when he decided that Iron Man was like not actually Howard Stark's son. So yeah, that was weird.
I don't know that lore.
Yeah, it was back when I was reading Iron Man a while ago. He made him adopted, I think it was.
Synergy. That rumor that Tony Stark is actually Doctor Doom
That's where
and he
it
was
came from.
adopted.
Yeah, so I did remember it right. When Kieran Gillen was writing Iron Man, he wrote a storyline called The Secret Origin of Tony Stark, and it was revealed that Tony Stark was adopted. And I remember reading that and I was like, yeah, I'm out. This is stupid.
I wonder what it was like to take that to Marvel. Like, what do you say? Are you like, you guys hear me out? What do you get? What do you think? The people are gonna be so mad. Like, I don't like. How does that like? What time period was that? Who was in charge of editing at Marvel?
It was 2013, but also to make it even better, I forgot this part. I just read it and I'm like, oh yes, this I remember this now. It was also revealed that Howard and Maria Stark adopted Tony to serve as a decoy for their secret genetically modified biological son, Arno.
Girl, call the cops. Absolutely not. Okay, Kieran, that's wild. That's wild. See,
So,
I'm
like I
glad
said,
I'm not an Iron Man fan. Listen, I did read the first issue of this new run. I'm trade winning on it. It was really good. But the only other Iron Man I've read was Ultimate Iron Man, and that shit was shit. It was shit.
that shit was shit.
It was.
So you asked who was like the editors. So the editor in chief at this time was Axel Alonso, and then one of the editors and the assistant editor on the book is Mark Panakia and John Moisen.
Never heard of them.
I
All right.
Yep, glad I could
Their
bring that.
lasting legacy,
Oh.
genetically modified Stark baby. So I don't have any more comic book news. Do you have anything else comic news wise before we dive into this very brief recap of Sex Criminals?
Only that the new Lanterns trailer came out, and I told everybody that it's going to be awesome before the second trailer came out, and it was. The second trailer was
Yeah.
awesome.
It still looks good. Y'all just love
And
to be mad.
Kyle Chandler's hot, so there's that.
Oh, he is, and he's using that Texas accent too. Is Hal Jordan from Texas? I said, why are you using it? I ain't
I
mad
don't-
about it.
I don't
ain't mad
think
about it.
I actually don't know. I don't know. I'm not a big Hal girl. I haven't read a lot of Green Lantern stuff. Just Kyle Rayner stuff.
Okay, period.
But
And Aaron Pierre looks really great as Jon Stewart as well. That is a handsome man as well. Everyone in the show looks beautiful, and Laura Linney's in it. I don't know who she's playing.
Who is Laura Linney? You said her name, but I don't know who that is. I feel
Laura
like
Linney is
know who
this
that is, but I
incredible
don't.
actress. She was in the show The Big C, and then she's been in a ton of movies.
She the Scottish actress? Is that who you're talking about?
Nah, I think she's just American.
No. Then who am I thinking of? I thought. Okay, hold on. Let me Google.
Scottish actress.
She is American.
She was also in that show that Jason Bateman was in with Shia LaBeouf, and they were in the woods. What was that called?
I thought you were talking about this person. I thought she was in it. Maybe she wasn't. I feel like she just has a face that I think I know this person, and she's not even showing up as even in the show, so it doesn't matter. But
Show me her.
I thought
wanna
it
know. I
this
wanna know.
one. Oh, you can't see. Hold on. Wait. There you go. Oh no, she is. Play Lanterns trailer. There it is. She is Kelly MacDonald.
Oh, she
I
is
was
in the
right.
show. That's such a crazy pull that you pulled. That's wild. She is one of the best Disney princesses, by the way, everyone. Merida.
So,
oh my god.
Yeah. So I just well, I know her from Boardwalk Empire.
Never heard of her.
You've never seen really?
I've heard of it. I've never watched
Oh,
it
that's
because
fair.
I have a really hard time with Steve Buscemi's face.
That's valid. That's a valid.
Listen, here's the thing. Hey, it's not that he looks bad. He has really piercing eyes that I just stare at, and I can't concentrate on anything that he's saying when he's talking. So I just didn't even try that show.
That's fair. It's a good
Dead
show.
ass.
Well, let me rephrase. It was a good show for like the first 5 seasons or so. I don't think I ever finished it, but it was still really good.
That's a lot of seasons. Was that HBO?
I say it was 5. It only lasted for 5 seasons. Like the first 3 seasons, it was probably good.
It was only good the whole time it was on the air.
Apparently, that's what I said.
All right, all right. So I guess we should dive into Sex Criminals, a very crazy book by Chip Zdarsky and Matt Fraction.
Yep,
We
we'll go with
more
that.
than likely will not be showing you many panels this
Oh,
time,
I
you
probably won't
guys.
show you any panels.
This is hands down one of the craziest things that I've ever read, and it's definitely the craziest thing that we have read on this pod. But I had a fucking blast. I laughed so much from beginning to end. And yeah, I just really want to hang out with Zdarsky and Fraction, like in a crazy
That's
way.
that's valid. I will say, just for a disclaimer for everyone, if I do show panels, which I probably won't, but the back of the dust jacket says for mature readers only. It's a graphic novel about a couple who stops time when they orgasm, and they rob banks.
Yeah.
So for mature readers only, kids, do not click the "Yes, I am 18" button. Thank you.
You hear that, Dennis? Don't click it. um, so sex criminals, yes, it is about a couple who stop time when they orgasm. Strange, 2 weeks in a row, we were discussing couples that rob banks. So let me dive into it. Sex Criminals, Volume 1 follows Susie, a woman who discovers as a teenager that whenever she orgasms, time completely stops around her. She calls this frozen dimension the quiet. And for years, she thinks that she's the only person in the world with this ability. The comic spends a lot of time digging into Susie's awkward, lonely relationship with sex and growing up, mixing raunchy humor with surprisingly emotional moments about grief. Her dad died and her mom became really absent, and it's really fucking sad, just so everyone knows. So she learned very early how to have an orgasm because of that. And yeah, she learned as a child that she could stop time. Eventually, as an adult, she's working as a librarian at a library that is facing foreclosure, and she's like trying to save the books, and she has this like save our books party, and that's where she meets John, a guy who has the exact same power as her. Once Susie and John realize that they can both enter the quiet together, that is not what John calls it. John
It's
calls
not.
John calls it cum world. So that's the only time I'm gonna
So
say that.
bad,
But
but it's
but I just need
such
y'all to know.
it's such like a male 13-year-old
Yeah.
like name for something like that.
Yes,
But
it
it's so
is. It
gross.
absolutely
I
is.
think it's so
And
gross.
I love that she calls him out on it, and he's like, I was 14, okay? I was 14. And yeah, it's so fucking funny. It is so fucking funny. So when they realize that they can both enter this, their relationship escalates really fast. They spend, from the moment they have sex for the first time, they spend the next 55 hours together, which is an insane first date. Crazy, bonkers, should tell you a lot about them both already.
Have you
Go
ever
ahead.
done that? Have you ever done that? Like had a first date and then spent like 3 more days with them without even going home? Pierre has. I have not.
I'm quitting this podcast. So anyway, we're gonna ignore my past. The two become obsessed with each other and start using their powers for what they convince themselves is a noble cause: robbing banks to save Susie's library from foreclosure. Now, this is not Susie's idea. This is John's idea. He really pushes it because he has this disorder called oppositional defiant disorder, which makes him really just want to stick it to the man. So from a very early young boy, he started robbing porno shops and has moved up to banks now with Susie. But he's convincing himself that it's okay because they're saving the books. And so he's convincing her to. So the series turns into this chaotic rhyme crime comedy where the central gimmick is basically, what if horny people became time freezing supervillains? I will say, like, I don't consider them to be supervillains. I've seen a few people online say that it's a book about villains, but I mean, just because they're robbing a bank, is that really a bad thing in today's day and age?
The bank's insured, so
You know what? You're absolutely right. The bank is insured. There's a lot of crazy visual gags and like intense sex jokes throughout this, and you laugh a lot. You laugh a lot, and I think that lends to caring about these characters so quickly because like you get their origin stories, but they're just flirting and banging. So there's not a lot of character development past the origin story. The bank robberies, however, quickly attract attention from these mysterious figures known as the sex police. You heard that right. There are more people who can freeze time by orgasm, but they're not actually police. One of them
No.
is like a bus driver. The other is a soccer mom, but they've taken it upon themselves to police this. We don't really know much about them other than it's an insane premise. By the end of the first volume, this story kind of starts hinting at a much larger mythology surrounding the quiet and all of the rules, and it really just kind of leaves you without any type of real closure. They get stopped at the big bank robbery that they're going to do. They've been leading up to rob this big bank where John works at, and then the police show up and tase them with dildo tasers. Yeah, I said that. That is also exactly what happened on the page. And knock them out. And then they manage to get away and the book ends.
Oh no, but you skipped it. They managed to get away with a gun shaped dildo or like vibrator or whatever,
Oh yeah,
which was
okay.
crazy.
So whenever you have your orgasm and you go into the frozen time area, the only way to get out of it is to be horny again. So they used a vibrator gun to make the other people horny, and they got away. It just absolutely bonkers. Matt and Chip are fucking crazy, just fucking crazy. But it was so good. That is the recap. That is the recap of it. It is very general. We're going to talk about our general thoughts and then we'll dive into more specific things. So let us know how you feel about that short recap because we're going to keep doing it. You could tell us if you're mad. We're going to keep doing it.
So I really I liked it, but I don't know if I like loved it, right? Like it was fun and it
Mm-hmm.
was raunchy and the sex jokes landed. Like I don't know if I would have kept picking it up. I don't know if it's like I'm interested now to like see more about the sex police and like how do you get a job being a sex police person? Like how does that even work? Like they had like a whole big old office. Like there's a whole bunch of people that apparently also stop time when they orgasm. So like I have so many questions. But like
Okay, so yeah, I do too. But when it showed that building of theirs,
mhm.
was that actually real or was that Susie imagining what it looked like? Susie directly
Mm,
talks to the audience a lot. So she's kind of an unreliable narrator, but also you guys, Matt and Chip directly talk to us a lot throughout this. Like
that's fair.
they have their own little yellow box post-its where they talk to us. I saw that page and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then I was like, "Wait, I don't know if that's real."
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know either, actually, now that you said that. But speaking of the post-it note, one of the highlights of the book for me this week was Susie and John are at a bar, and Susie and like Fat Bottom Girls from Queen comes on, and Susie. It's supposed to be like these like 3 pages of like panels of Susie like singing Fat Bottom Girls, and basically it's just like a whole bunch of like yellow sticky notes over the speech bubbles for Fat Bottom Girls of like Chip and Matt just being like, we couldn't really get the rights to this song, so but we're gonna keep the art here, and we're just gonna like talk to you as she's singing with the art. I just thought it was so masterfully like done that like, oh, we couldn't really get the rights to it, but we didn't want to get rid of it. So here's this funny like post-it notes for you. Because like everyone knows that song. At least I hope that you do. Young generation, I don't know. You might be lost. Whatever. Gare and I know that song.
Yeah, yeah. That scene was absolutely the highlight of the book for me too. I was laughing so much at it. And like the art paired with their post-its was hilarious out of context because we knew what was going on,
Mhm.
but it was just really funny. It was very funny and very cute and made me root for them a lot. I do think that I would have continued to pick it up had I not been reading anything else that was funny. I was like, oh, this would be a lovely thing to get at the like on my weekly pools. I would love to have something to laugh at like this because I haven't laughed like that reading a comic and couldn't even tell you when. It was so funny. I don't love it. I like it a lot, but it is something that I think that I might continue to get the trades for digitally and read and then decide if I want to have it in my collection because yeah, I don't like it enough to actually buy it right now other than on Amazon Prime
I
trade
mean,
trade Kindle.
that's fair. I'm probably gonna. If anybody wants this, I will sell it to you.
Hold on to
No
it for
way.
me because I might.
Okay, I'll hold on to it for Gare. I'm gonna finish it though. I'm gonna read the last 5 issues. But
Are there only 10 issues
yeah.
in the whole book?
Hmm.
Oh, okay, that's
It,
crazy.
it has a lot of extra stuff in the back. Like I was telling you, it has like the sex tips. Well, it's called making
There's
sausage.
so that page was in the trade that I read. Can you find, does yours have the page near the beginning of the book where it's a scene where she's like saying different words for sex or different positions?
Yes.
And it's crazy, like, because they just made up a bunch of shit.
The kid, the child, her friend. What is her friend's name? Right, rape.
Oh, that the girl that was like, I will teach you about the sex.
Yes, the Ross. I don't know if we can show these kids.
No, don't show them. Don't show them. Just read what they say. Read a few of them
Okay,
because
okay.
they
I
just
was
made
like,
up stuff.
I don't know if I can show these. One is called bloobing.
Sorry.
Swaffling. Reverse cowgirl.
Look that one up. Look up reverse cowgirl Chip Zdarsky and look at the drawing because it's fucking crazy.
Shrimping.
Shrimping? Yeah. It's like they just got to make up whatever they wanted, and at the end of my trade, they were like, "Here are the deleted ones that we didn't include in the book," and I
Oh
was
wait,
crying laughing
there's
at
better
those too.
ones. But maybe these ones because they're better.
Okay.
The Dutch microwave. They wouldn't let me see this
Mm-mm.
one. They didn't show the art for it. I'm very sad about it. But it's called the 3 second rule taco. I have so many questions.
3 second rule taco. Yes, I know her. I've done that one.
E.T. the sex movie.
That picture was crazy too.
The chocolate McKitten. The fleshy light switch.
You can
And
imagine.
let's see. The candle in the wind.
The Princess Diana, if you will. That's crazy.
Anyway, those are some of them. That was like
It's
90% of them, but they're just funny.
yeah, this book is just funny. Like again, there's not really much deep stuff. There's a sad origin story for Susie at the beginning. Like I said, her father died, her mom was absent and drank a lot, and she just kind of had to be alone. She was also like really introverted in school and only wanted to read. Like she's the girl that took a book to a party kind of vibe. And yeah, and she's very different into adulthood. So that's interesting. And I hope that there's more character exploration that goes into like the later issues, but I'll report back on that. I'll read it and see. What do we think about John? How do you feel about John?
You know what's funny is I have this written down too. But mine said, what did mine say? Well, and I closed my book so I could open. I said, do we think John's a good person? Hiding things like his diagnosis, pushing Susie to rob a bank to save the library?
Yeah, and making it seem like it's about her, but it's really just about him.
Yeah.
Like just something that he wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I put. I was like, John is a sweet guy. Okay,
On the
so
surface.
this note actually, this guy that I took this note before it was revealed that he had a disorder. This note says, John is a sweet guy, but the pooping in his boss's office icks me out in a crazy way, and we had to see him do that 6 times, you guys.
Wait, you counted?
6 times. Yeah, I did. I was like, why the fuck? He poops in his
So
at
weird.
lunchtime he goes into the bathroom and he orgasms and then he comes out and he takes a shit in his boss's flower potter every single day. Every single day.
So
That
weird.
is psychopathic behavior. So he does have a disorder called oppositional defiant disorder, which again, it's he wants to stick it to the man. Like he has this thing where he just wants to stick it to the man. The bank to him is the man because that is his job, and that's why he wants her to rob this bank. That is something that you can be medicated for. He chose to get off the medication because while he was on it, he couldn't enjoy sex. So he got off of it. And yeah, that's why it's back. That's why he's doing all of this. And that is kind of the big question that they leave us with when it comes to John in this book is he a good person? I feel like probably yes. He'll get on the meds again. And he'll realize that with her, the sex is still great on the meds, and that'll be it. And it's like, no. You're a grown ass adult. You know that you need to be on your meds, and you not taking them and putting people in danger just because you want to fuck in a more fun way is crazy.
Yeah. No, agreed wholeheartedly. Like when it was revealed that he was supposed to be on these meds, I was like, why are we not on the meds, bro? And then it was revealed that I just didn't have joy. And I'm like, yes, as someone who was previously medicated for stuff like not that, but just previously medicated, I get it. I understand it. But, you gotta take your meds. Be a functioning person of society. Don't put people in danger. Don't be annoying like my sister when she's not on her meds. Oh,
Not the public call out of Mitch. That's hilarious. That is so fucking funny. She doesn't even listen to our podcast,
she
so she'll
doesn't.
never know.
But she knows. She knows she's annoying as fuck. She doesn't take her med.
This is going to be the clip for the TikTok. It's just us roasting your sister, who has the magic touch when it comes to Pokemon cards, you guys. She is constantly
Oh,
pulling cards.
yeah. Hang on. She sent me a picture.
Show them. Another
These-
one? She's pulled
She got
4 tonight.
she got 4 hits. So she got the Greninja
The-
from the new set, Mega Floette.
Oh my god, I
The
love the
Matank.
slug.
I really like
I
this
love the slug. Yeah, the full art is beautiful.
So yeah,
It
she,
really
she
is.
and then she got some EXs. She said some like regular EXs, but still, those are still considered hits. A lot of hits. A lot of hits.
It is. For how many packs?
I think she bought like I think it's like 11, 10 or 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still, yeah, that's a lot of hits. That's
She's
a
listen.
lot
I'm
of
telling you,
hits.
she's way better at getting stuff than I am. I'll buy stuff and get this Jolteon or something. Not even a holographic, and a holographic comes in every pack, and I still won't get one. So
That's sad. That's sad. I
Anyway.
hate that for you. You just gotta let her open your packs.
I gotta let her pick my packs. That's what I need. That's
That's
what I
true.
need to do.
That's true.
But
I'm just gonna Venmo her and be like, get me 5 packs.
and then open them.
And then mail them. But also open them on FaceTime so I know that you're not keeping any good ones, Michelle. Okay?
She wouldn't do that.
I know. I would. I'm just kidding. I would not do that. I would not. Whatnot people are doing that, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Isn't that fucking crazy? They like delete their whole account.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 80 shit.
It's fucked up.
80 shit. Michelle texted me again. She probably heard me talking shit. No, she didn't.
She knows.
What the fuck, dude? She pulled something else
fistful?
from something else. She pulled this Bejeweled sandbox.
I love
It's
it.
Bejeweled.
Best believe.
Bejeweled.
Taylor Swift. Yeah, we're never far from Taylor Swift, by the way.
Oh no! If I could somehow relate everything to Taylor Swift, I would. People would think I'm annoying as fuck, but here we are.
Rolling it back to shady people though. Kegel face. Soccer mom police chief. I love her.
Is she a police chief? I thought she was like one of the.
She's a 911 dispatcher.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
She's acting like the police chief of the sex police.
Got it.
She's in charge. She's in a really cunty outfit. And she has like the craziest mom cheekbones I've ever seen. I was like, she's like one of those mean moms that like really, really, really loves her kids.
Oh, hang on. She must have got
Like-
something else. Hold on. Sorry. So sorry. Yes. Hold on. You're gonna be on the recording this week. I hope you're ready for this. She just pulled this scare.
What is happening? What is
I don't
happening?
know. I don't know.
Oh,
No,
God.
you don't.
She didn't speak. She didn't even speak. Tell her to say hi to the
This
pod.
one, Twilight Masquerade.
Hey, say hi to the pod.
Hello, pod.
There we go.
Did you just hang up on her?
No, she's fired. She's never allowed to buy packs ever again.
That's insane.
That
I
EV
cannot
card. That
comprehend.
EV card is like stupid expensive, dude. I'm telling you,
She's like so far made thousands of dollars in her pools. Not
you
just in
know,
her-
I have to look now. It's an $86 card. That EV card.
Mm-mm. Good for her.
She made her money
That's
back
bullshit.
like 3 times what she spent today, by the way, at the card show. Sorry, didn't mean I derailed again. Okay, back to sex criminals. Let's talk about
Kegel
orgasm face.
How did you feel about our villain? I thought she was a lot of fun. I think it's hilarious to play on the tropes of one of those like PTA helicopter moms, because I absolutely could see her being like, you know what, we're gonna start a police force.
I
Like,
mean,
I believe it.
I have questions about her that I didn't get answers to, right? But again, we're only 5
Mhm.
issues into it. I'm sure that they will come, the answers. But no, yeah, of course, a PTA mom who is like type A would definitely end up being one of the women who has this ability, and she would definitely just be like, I'm not important enough at my job. I'm not important enough at home. I'm going to be important as the sex police.
Again, I love it because of that. It's so smart of them. And so that's honestly the biggest reason why I want to continue reading, is to know what the fuck's going on with them and her specifically. Because if that was not an aspect, I don't know if I would keep pulling it. Even though it is funny, that is the thing that makes me want to keep going, is the question behind that.
That's fair.
The questions there's not a lot of questions when it comes to Susie. The only question about John is he a good person?
I don't think
But
so.
like the sex police, I need to know everything because one is a
They
bus
hit
driver.
they hit John with a dildo.
They did. They did.
Actually, right in
And
the
I
face.
giggled. I giggled. They hit him hard.
Yeah, he was
Like
like,
blood flew out
yeah,
of his mouth.
so bloody.
I do have one more note on this, and I just want to say that like at the beginning we had like the sad thing, but I think I talked about this last week. Origin stories for me, they're all kind of the same. There's usually a dead parent, and it's like, okay, chill. That's fine. Like it's sad. It is sad. Do not get me wrong, it is sad. But
Mhm.
it's kind of the standard origin story for a
Mhm.
lot of comics. So I wasn't sad about that. The scene, however, where John asks Susie if she has ever used her powers for anything like he does with the robbing,
Mhm.
because she was kind of judging him. And she tells us that she did one time. And we see a flashback to when she's in college with her roommate, who's still her roommate today, Rach, who dated this guy, which is like the all-American high school football boy that got a full scholarship and comes to college and is just a piece of shit and not doing work, but just, getting by. They date for a while, and eventually something happens and she doesn't want to have sex, and he forces himself upon her, and it completely ruins her life. And Susie uses her powers to get revenge for Rach by stealing Rach's drugs, marijuana, and putting it in this guy's bag and getting him kicked out of college. And it feels like justice, no justice. He ends up having an incredible life. And that is kind of what our society is with those people, unfortunately, the Brock Turner of it all. But I was like, that right there was such an incredible way to show you the difference between Susie and Johnny in a very clear black and white kind of way. And so, yeah, I am interested to see where that's going to go, because I do feel like her morals are way, way stronger than his are. And he hasn't really fully shown her all of it yet. She's starting to understand that he's a little bit more into it than he's letting on. But yeah, so the big draw for me is Kegel Face, but I am interested. I am interested to see where that goes, and if there's going to be some kind of big blow up or like massive character change for John.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree that there's a huge difference between John and Susie and how they use their powers. And you can see that Susie is truly a good person just because she did stick up for a friend. Did she go about it the right way? Probably not. But you do what you can in those kinds of situations.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think that John is. I just can't see any redeeming factor to him, except for the fact that he is
Agreed.
also able to be in the quiet place with Susie. I just don't think he has any redeeming qualities. I just think he's kind of a not a great guy, and I kind of hope that Susie realizes it and moves on from him. But maybe you're right. Maybe he does realize that he's a bad guy. Maybe he does have like a big character development, a big character change. But I don't know. I don't see it. I think Susie deserves better. So
Agreed. I will say that, like, I agree with you in that I don't really see a redeeming factor. I don't think that would be satisfying to me, but I could see them trying to shoehorn it in and
mm,
making it. But like real change is not something that happens overnight. It takes years and years of actively changing and healing the parts of yourself that need to be healed and restructuring who you are as a person and how you operate. And again, he is unmedicated, and maybe medication would help, but I don't think it would be overnight. So if they do shoehorn it in, I hope it is a thing that's like a year later or 2 years later they run into each
yeah.
other at a bar. I would be okay with that. But you can tell how much they love Johnny with the way they write him.
Yeah.
And so, but we'll see. We will see how that goes. I don't have any more notes on this one.
I did have a question for you. What would you do if you're able to stop time?
I didn't even think about that. Do you have an answer?
No, I don't. I was hoping you might have one.
I don't
Yeah, no.
know.
I don't
Because like
know.
what can like I'd like to say that I wouldn't steal things. Or I'd like to say I wouldn't mess with other people. That is a very tempting thing, though. Like doing, you can get away with anything. I get why John wants to do it as a child, but as a fully grown
Mm.
adult, that's a very different vibe. Him saying that robbing the banks is a victimless crime was crazy. I will say though, I like people steal from Walmart. Is that a big deal? Sometimes, do you know what I mean? I have a big problem with major corporations. After working for a major corporation, I have a huge issue with conglomerates. And so sometimes I'm like, steal the lipstick, girl. What are they going to do about it? What are they going to do? I've never stolen anything in my life, but I don't judge anybody that does, unless it's something big and crazy like a PlayStation 5 that you're charging for a cucumber. That's crazy that you could even do that. People do that every day. People do that every single day.
That is crazy. No, I mean,
I would
there are
probably read more.
times. That's honestly, I was thinking I would be a Susie in this situation, and I would read more too.
Yeah, I would like this is because we don't have enough time in the day. Like
No.
you're a mom and you have all of these you have so many things that you've got to do. I work from 8 to 4 and then I come home and take care of the dogs and it's like, do I read or do I like do chores or do I spend an hour or two playing with friends on video games? And then by the time I go to bed, there's no time to read.
Yeah.
So I think I would probably find some time during the day to read. You know?
No, I get it. Like, yeah, no, same. You're right. I take care of Reed. I, do that stuff at home. I cook. I, clean, whatever. By the time Reed goes down for a nap, I'm like, what do I want to do? Do I want to read? Do I want to play games? Do I want to organize Pokemon cards? Do I want to sit around and do nothing? Like, do I want to watch a movie with my husband? Like, there are so many options, and you only have a certain amount of time in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I think that being able to read a little bit more would be very helpful. Because look, y'all, I'm gonna dox myself real quick on the pod. Hold on. That's my ongoing TBR list. That's not even my trades. That's not the other issues I've bought that are not ongoing. These are just ongoing books.
So a little backstory. At the end of last year / beginning of this year, Marsh moved across the country. And while she was organizing and getting ready to leave, she like assembled all of her trades and other collected editions of comics on her desk and showed me like her TBR of like what she had not read. And I was like, relatable, but it's crazy to see them all together. Like
it was a lot.
So many trades.
I'm a book dragon. I don't actually read. I'm a poser. I don't actually read comics.
She just is LARPing in comics.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Biggest Fantastic Four LARPer in the room right here. That's me. I got the poster, and there aren't any on the wall that you can see right now. But whatever. There's one right there. Right. Nope. There we go.
I'm gonna change my TikTok bio after this to #1 X-Men LARPer. That's what I'm gonna do. These kids, these children.
Actually, speaking of being a LARPer, have you read this yet?
No, not yet. I haven't read any of my singles from last week. I was gonna be like, we should bring back that thing where we recap the single issue to each other. Something in Abspat was terrifying.
Oh yeah, I haven't read it yet. I just slipped through it for like half a second. I was like, oh, scary.
What about pop culture for the week? Do you have any pop culture recommendations?
The All American Rejects put out a new album this past Friday.
What?
Yeah.
I did not know that Tyson and the gang were still making music. Is it good?
I like it better than the last album.
When was the last album?
I think it was like Bees and Honeycomb or something. Listen, I really only listened to like their first 3 albums. Let's be real.
From back in our day.
Oh yeah.
From back in our day.
Oh yeah.
They were the sound of every summer. In those days. Holy shit.
Let's see. Okay, so dang, their last studio album was 2011.
Okay. So my surprise of them having a new album is justified.
Is justified. Yes, it is called Sandbox. Huh?
Was that their last album? Gives You Hell?
No, that was the 2005.
2005
or 2008. It was 2008. Sorry.
Okay, that makes sense.
2008, and then there's an album that came out in 2011, and I think they had an EP that I was thinking of, like with like Bees or Honeycomb or something. I'm looking for it, can't find it. I made it up. It doesn't exist. But yes, the new album is called Sandbox. The major what is it? Their single for this album is called Clothesline, and I liked it. It's a different vibe, right? But they also haven't made music in 13 years, so.
But like, what is the vibe then if it's not pop punk? Like, is it more like synthesizer, like tech, like more poppy, or?
No, it's still like pop. It's like whatever pop punk is now, right? It's not like the edgier kind that we had in our day, kind of. But like it's still kind of like alternative rock, kind of maybe vibe.
I'm gonna have to listen. That's so surprising to me that I haven't seen anything pop up anywhere because like my algorithm knows that I'm still a pop punk baby. That's crazy.
It popped up on my what was it? New releases or whatever. Like you know how it gives you like that your new releases for artists that you follow or whatever.
Mhm.
I showed up there and I was like, "What? They have new music? Okay." Like I listened to it while I was walking to read, and then I changed to my podcast because I don't like listening to music if I walk. So anyway, also if you're not listening to Lore Podcast, you should listen to Lore Podcast by Aaron Mankey. It is fantastic. Those are my pop culture
Lore
references.
podcast? Is that like the spooky podcast?
It's not spooky. It's just he like goes over like folklore and stuff.
Oh.
Like he'll it's like really ingenious. Like yeah, it's just like a lore podcast. I don't know how to explain it. I just recommend that you just listen to an episode. But yeah, he goes over.
Lore.
Yeah, it's just called Lore. Lore.
You said Aaron Mankey?
Hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna add that to my list because I love folklore. My pop culture for the week is surprise another album. I feel like all I've done are albums and like a couple
Hey,
of TV shows.
you know what?
But this
Sometimes you
I
gotta
love
you
the
got you gotta
music.
promote the albums. You know.
Yeah. So this one is it's a pop album called Who's the Clown by Audrey Hobart. It's a debut album. She is a songwriter who wrote some stuff for Gracie Abrams and a few other people, I think. And then she got her own record deal and she's released it. And her songs are kind of unlike anything else that's on the radio today in the pop world. There are a lot of like narrative songs. Like there's a song specifically called Bowling Alley where she just sings about a night where she's at home and then she's remembered she's invited to a party at a bowling alley and she goes and then she just wants to come back home. So she comes back home and it sounds silly, but it's really good. She reminds me a lot of like if Taylor was a lot more unhinged.
Interesting.
Like her songwriting is very specific in the same way that Taylor's is, but on a kind of like with a zoom lens. I guess is how I would explain it with a magnifying glass. She's I don't know. It's just very relatable and very specific. What turned me onto it was I saw a clip of a song that she was performing called Phoebe, and in the song she talks about how she's alone all the time. She's single. But she started watching Friends. She finally started watching Friends. And she has a crush on Joey, as most people in the 90s did. And she's like, I have the thought, like, if he was real and I met him at a bar, would he see in me a potential and want to take me home for that reason? And then the lyric goes, because why else would you want me? I think I've got a fucked up face. And I was like, what an unbelievably honest thing to say in a pop song that is going to be one of your lead singles on the album. It's just fascinating to me. And it's like there's a lot of comedy in her music, but it's just also it's like so dancey and it's very like when Taylor writes a really fast bridge, you know what I mean? Like when she sings like really fast and she gets a lot of words into that bridge. Most of Audrey's songs are like that, like verses. She'll be singing like 90 to nothing and it's really good. I'm enjoying it. There's a couple of songs that I'm like, oh, I could see this being like a really big thing. And Phoebe is kind of blowing up right now. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about it. They even asked Lisa Kudrow if she had listened to the song
That's funny.
because she's like, it's about a girl who feels like she's Phoebe, and like it's again a relatable thing. I feel like most people can relate to Phoebe more than anybody else in that show because she's kind of the most real. She shows off all of her quirks all the time. Who do you relate to the most on Friends?
So I actually didn't watch a lot of Friends, but I know that I don't like
Ross?
whatever his name is. Yes, that one.
I'm a Monica. I've always been a Monica since I was a little kid.
I would probably say
Everyone
Monica.
has told me that. Monica too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I think that like when I get really excited about something that I love, I'm a Phoebe, but in everyday life, like how I operate is very Monica. Like everything kind of is like routine and scheduled, and if things go wrong, I get anxiety. Like it's like things have to be perfect all the time. But again, whenever I get excited, I'm very, very Phoebe. So never Ross, never Chandler, just
Joey?
Monica and Phoebe.
Joey?
No, never once in my life have I ever related to Joey. He's always just been a really hot Italian guy to me. who's stupid. I think partially why I'm attracted to dumb men sometimes is because of Joey. I'll see him in people sometimes and I'm like, could never work. I need someone stimulating. You know what I mean? But he's hot. Who doesn't love a hot dumb guy? A himbo, if you will.
You know,
But yeah, that's my
I
pop
almost
culture
said
for
he's
the
a
week.
himbo.
He is a himbo. He's the OG himbo for the 90s anyway. You know who, before I stop talking about this, Ross Geller reminds me so much of Xander that it's ridiculous. Xander from Buffy, for those of you who don't know.
That's gross, but you're right.
Just a really loud man who's really insecure and makes it everyone's problem all the time. Yeah.
Oh, and a
And
Riley.
if you love Ross,
Don't forget Riley.
I did forget Riley. Riley is like the game. I forget that Riley exists until someone brings up Riley, or season 3 or 4. Excuse me, season 4.
Yeah, season 4 is bad.
Immediately
Anyway.
you brought up Riley and I'm gagged. Can't. Yeah, that's it for pop culture for me. Do you have any final thoughts on anything? Or anything you'd like to say to the people listening?
I had a big yawn. No, I don't think so. I think we covered the big sex criminals. No, just the sex criminals. Sorry, I keep calling them big sex criminals because I keep looking. I keep looking at my thing. It says big sex criminals.
They are
anyway.
big hard sex criminals.
I would recommend though, if you want something that's like more lighthearted and funny. I know you're not reading it, but Dork is actually a good, funny, like lighthearted kind of book. I think that you would think it's funny.
The 4th issue comes out, or
It
just came out already. So the trade should come out within the next like 2 months, right?
Sure.
Probably.
I have no idea.
Yeah, probably.
I'll say yes.
I'll probably trade weight on it. Because aren't they hard to find, like the first few issues of it?
Well, they had some reprints, but potentially, I'm not sure.
Next time I go to my big comic shop, I'll see if I can find any of them, because like that is one that I regretted, especially every time you read it and say it's really good. I'm like, I should have got it.
It's just really funny. I think like the way that all the characters interact together, like it's like a headless chicken that the dork killed, and like a shield that doesn't remember who they are, but like always like wants to like get the dork to fight or whatever. Like it's like a funny kind of interactions between all of them.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I will look that up then. Because I do need something funny. I'm not really reading anything funny at all at the moment. Most of my books are just like either romance or.
Apparently, I'm not either.
Just dark. Yeah. Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell. All right. I think that wraps it up for us today, you guys. Have a good week. Enjoy your books. Same time next week.
Same bat time, same bat channel.